very last day in Walt Disney World. It's checkout day and we have all packed up. We managed to get everything in the cases, whether they're overweight or not is another matter.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how we got it all in there. Like, it's been a morning.
They're a bit heavier than what they were when we come out here, for sure.
Definitely. But yeah, everything's in there. So, because obviously we've got the adjoining room with my parents next door. Obviously they're staying here a couple of more nights. So we're going to just wheel all of our cases into their room. And then we're hitting up Disney Springs and then we'll come back, grab our cases and we can have a little freshen up in their room as well. Get changed into our airport outfit, travel home clothes. I'll show you. So this is what we're dealing with. Little Pooh's coming with me on the plane and we can finally see the table does exist. We actually ate breakfast on it this morning for the first time because the merch is all gone and packed up in here. Obviously we stayed at movies on our last trip and staying here has been just as great. I love this. I think this is my favourite part of these rooms. I love the like classic Mickey art behind the beds. The beds are just so comfortable. Don't know if that's just because you are Disney tired and as soon as your head hits that pillow you are gone. But we had a really good sleep last night actually, didn't we?
Yeah, and all in all, you can't complain about the rooms. They've got everything you need. The two of us, this room is ideal.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. And I think obviously if you're a family, if you've got like 2 adults and 2 children, it's fine. But I think if you're pushing like 3 or 4 adults in one of these rooms, then it can be quite tight. But yeah, no.
All in all, good stay for me.
Yeah, I've loved it. Would definitely come back. You just can't beat the value at the All-Star resorts, and I love the theming. Like, you definitely feel like you're staying on Disney when you stay at the All-Stars.
Yeah,
like, it's everywhere, and I love that. You prefer subtle Disney, don't you? With the resorts?
Yeah, I like the moderates, should I say, where there's a little bit of Disney. You don't walk out your room and it's Disney. But I don't complain. It's nice to see it. Gets you in the mode for it.
We've had Walt Disney World today on the TV all morning while we've been packing up our cases, and now it's finally done. Had a shower, washed and dried my hair, which I'm so glad I did that now because it's nice to feel as fresh as you possibly can on the flight. But yeah, I think that's it for us here at our room at All Stars. I would give the room 5 out of 5. Yeah, the beds are so comfortable. It's clean. The fridge, the storage, everything. The shower's actually really quite powerful, and I love the products and everything like that. Like, I can't fault this room at all.
No, it's 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
So that's what you needed to do. We're now going to go to Disney Springs.
Magic's not over yet.
Little mooch around, soak up the sun, soak up the last few moments before we have to come back and go home.
Yeah, I think because obviously we're flying to Tampa, so we have to allow a bit more time for traffic and get into the airport. So I think we're aiming to leave at around 2:30, getting an Uber.
Roughly. It's between 1:30 and 2:30 because our flight's at 7:30.
Yeah.
So 5 hours before would be 2:30. But I'd have to keep an eye and see what the traffic's saying because it says an hour normally, but the way here it took a little bit longer.
I know one thing for sure, we can't buy any more merch.
No, the only thing we're buying is Gideon's and Blaze.
That's
and
all.
then just having a look around.
Yeah, just soaking it all in and taking it all in one last time. Bye, room 4418. It's been a pleasure.
I feel that sun already.
Make the most of it because we're going to be going home to a blizzard, I reckon.
It is 10:30, so we're about half an hour still left of the room. But no point just sitting there. We need to get ourselves to
Gideon's, Blaze, Disney Springs.
And just soak up the last bit of this sun while we're here.
Yeah, we were just...
November sun. It's going to be limited in England.
Definitely. We were just saying in the room as well that we're so glad that we decided against doing like a park morning because this has just been so relaxed and nice.
Well, the last time we come, we didn't do a park morning either. We've done Disney Springs, whereas previous trips we have done parks.
Yeah.
And essentially we do a couple of rides, rope drop or whatever, and then we end up coming back because we don't check out.
Yeah, and it's just sad being there the day you're coming home as well because like I just feel like, oh yeah, it's all here and it's all going on, but I'm going home, and you know, so I think it's better just to, if you're on like a shorter trip, then I think make the most of it 100%, but where we feel quite satisfied with everything we've done in the parks and stuff, and our little bonus night in Magic Kingdom was good last night. Yeah. So yeah.
I got a few more rides done.
Yeah.
Small World done, so.
You're a happy man.
Yeah, I can say I've done that every time I've come in.
Yeah, it's just been glorious and it's gone so quick, but it also feels like we've done so much. When I think back to when we were at the Hilton, that feels like a lifetime ago.
It was when we were trying to remember like what we'd done on the first day, and it was like,
Yeah. Well, that's
Crazy.
why I'm so glad that I've decided to take the plunge and vlog the trip, because now we're never going to forget, you know, what we've done, and it'll be so nice in the future to look back on these videos and
we can remember ourselves while we still look so young.
Yeah, just today's just going to be very much just taking it all in, because I know as soon as I get home I'm going to be spending a long time wishing I was back here again. Calypso building is my favourite out of all of the ones that we've seen on our walks. I love these giant maracas or whatever they are. Just a nice little walk every day. Them maracas. Just the colours as well, especially against a bright blue sky.
What I will say though is I think when we stayed at movies, it was more Disney theming.
Yeah.
Like this is obviously music themed.
Yeah.
When we stayed in the movies one,
It was a lot more Disney characters around.
Yeah, like I took a walk around all of the resorts one morning when I got up there. And sports is got, I would say, a little bit of Disney theme into it as well. Whereas there's not as much here.
Yeah.
There's not as much here. It's still the same colours and a bright vibranceness, but movies over that way, and then sports over this way, we've got a little bit more Disney characters around.
And this is just coming up to like the main entrance, so this is where like your Mia's Connect will drop you off, your Ubers, everything like that.
And your luggage.
And then you can walk the red carpet into the main reception area through there. This is the luggage storage area. Obviously we don't need to use that this time because we're just making the most of my parents' room being next door. And this is where you get all the buses to the parks, Disney Springs, water parks. It's really good, to be honest. Like, they have a screen up as well. There's a setting on the app where you can see how long the buses are going to be, but they've all been very frequent, and especially when it's busy times like the fireworks after Magic Kingdom, etc., they do send a lot, so you're never really waiting that long. Considering this whole resort is sharing this one bus stop, as in like the whole of All Star Music, it's not been too bad. This reminds me of our last trip, our last day. We come to Disney Springs, but I had to go lost and found to pick up my magic band.
Yeah.
It's still here this time.
Not lost it.
No.
I had to buy a new one. Strange.
What?
Is you don't have security at this one, but all the other entrances you do. Like if you come by a boat.
There's been a lot more like dogs, like police dogs around as well.
Yeah. Hello, doggy.
Aww. Oh, look at that tree. First up, Gideon's Bakehouse.
Does Charlotte know how to get there from here?
Yeah, let's see.
Does she?
Sense of direction is not my forte.
When we come here, I think it was my second time here, and I was entrusted to look after Mandy, Charlotte's mum, and Charlotte round here, and they were following me around like I've been here many times.
Just to clarify, me and my mum are the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
And then Luke had been here once, but he was like, "Come on, girls, this way."
It's one of my most hidden and unuseful talents. This one. That I can go somewhere once and generally remember how to do it or get there.
Yeah.
On the boat again.
I know, this is so nice. Yay! He's just set that off with his magic band. It takes a minute to reset again, I think. You have the Christmas tree trail around Disney Springs. Oh my god, our magic bands! Oh, so this is the cocoa tree. Look. See, this is that there's so much to do here. Like, you just never have enough time to do and see it all. I'd love to go round and find all these trees.
We can do something today.
Yeah. So, Coco, tick. Ah. We've majorly noticed is the Magic Band Plus. This trip has been the most...
So much better.
It's been so interactive, even like with like the Indiana Jones show, for example. Like, as soon as the flames come out, these are buzzing and vibrating. Like, the timing of it all is amazing.
Yeah, when we first bought them, they were good, and they were obviously for the statues for the 50th. Yeah. And it was a cool interactive experience, but now it generally links up with everything, and I don't know if they've increased the sensors on stuff, because it now picks it up just if you're walking past.
Yeah, it's so good.
And like the colours of fireworks and what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a risky, windy day down here, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, just well worth their money now, I'd say.
Makes it, yeah, definitely more justifiable for the price tag on them. And I love the designs. Like, I love this one so much. It looks little Toy Story one.
Toy Story.
Still so funny to me, like, that queuing up for cookies is just so normalised here. Like, everyone's gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Here we are. Here's a look at the November offerings for Gideon. So the special edition is the pumpkin bread chocolate crumb, which sounds amazing. So now we've got to pick one each, one to share, and then we're picking up some for some friends as well. So I've had the original chocolate chip and the pistachio toffee, both amazing. I think you're quite tempted to try the banana bread, aren't you? No, that sounds good.
There's good things about the banana bread.
Yeah.
From a reliable source. Very good.
Cute is the little pumpkin guy on the front. I've absolutely sold on the French toast cold brew. And then I think we're going to get a original chocolate chip to share. I'm going to try the morning exclusive coffee cake cookie if they have any left. And then Luke's going for the banana bread chocolate chip. And then we're picking up another 3 for our friends. Going for pistachio toffee, triple chocolate and cookies and cream. So some solid choices all around there.
A nice thank you for looking after our
little babes. Yeah, and if they are out, because it says available every morning until sell out, so if that's not available, then I'll probably go pistachio.
Really?
Oh, the smell.
This is where smell-o-vision needs to be invented.
Yeah.
In here is,
I could live in here.
I'd be very fat.
The limited time pumpkin bread, original chocolate chip. Oh, look at the coffee cake. Banana bread chocolate chip, that looks really good. And then the pistachio toffee chocolate chip. These also look incredible, but we've never tried it. It's just all about the cookies, but I'd love to try a slice one day. That cookies and cream cake at the back looks so good. Cookie buttercream cake. Oh wow. And the red velvet as well looks so good down there. Cookies, cold brews acquired. Let's go and try some. It's time to try the French toast cold brew. So I've had the caramel one once and I swear that it's the best coffee I've ever had, so I'm so excited for you to try this.
I believe that is Gideon.
Cheers.
It's so sweet.
Is that the best coffee you've ever had?
It's probably the sweetest coffee I've ever had, without adding the extra sugar in.
It's so good though, isn't it?
It's got some sweet.
It is like a dessert, but it's so good.
Coffee tastes good as well, but it's very sweet. I like sweet, so it's okay.
And we got the nitro as well. I think that means that it's just because it's like freeze dry. I think it means it's colder.
It's London as well.
I could be completely wrong. But have we got Gideon's in the background there? Can you? Oh yeah, look at that.
Ta-da!
Look at that. Look at us professional vloggers. We're not.
Far from it. Trying though.
The cookies. We're probably going to try a bit later on. We've got a blaze to eat.
So we'll show you trying the
God,
cookie.
Feel the weight of that though.
Yeah, we'll probably show you us trying that when we have our blaze.
Yeah. Reference, I went for the small, and Luke went for the large. And you're very happy about getting a large now, aren't you?
It's all round.
So we're heading straight to Gideon's?
Blaze, we're heading straight to Blaze. We've just been to Gideon's.
Got Gideon's in the brain.
We can go there twice. This roughly for these and 6 cookies was $55.
Was it?
I think it was fairly well.
It's just so beautiful here. Next up, Blaze Pizza, and very unusual to not see a queue outside. So excited for this. Luke, you can choose one of their pre-made pizzas, or you can do like a build your own, and it's essentially like a Subway but for pizza. So good, and it's such good value as well in here for what you get. Got our seat for Blaze, and just look at this view. We always like to try and sit outside whenever we can because the view of the springs and how blue the water is.
Don't get this at home.
No, you don't. That's what I was thinking sitting here, like these surroundings are not what's waiting for us at home, so take it all in. But I was thinking on the way here, like as sad as it is to go home, you have to go home to be able to come back again. So that's kind of what I'm trying to tell myself.
Give you something to look forward to.
Yeah, and also these taste exactly like French toast, don't they? They're
French
so good.
toast.
And we just got some iced waters to help with our blaze as well. We both went for create your own, and we got some. We've never tried the garlic bread, but I've seen it in vlogs and it looks really good. So we went for some of the pesto cheesy garlic bread, which I'm very excited to try.
Yeah. I'm excited for it to come out because I'm hungry.
Very hungry. We've got them Gideon's cookies looking at us like, do we?
That one dessert.
Yeah. Sarah's here. I went for pepperoni, red onions, and a pesto drizzle. Luke literally went for all the meats and some broccoli. Looks really good though. That broccoli actually looks so good.
Is good. And I just went all the meats. Here comes our garlic bread.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Thank you. That does look good.
This is the garlic bread, which looks insane. So we're excited to dig into this. So what are we going to start with? Some garlic bread?
Garlic bread comes with
Marinara sauce. For me, the cheesier the better. How is it?
the pesto in it.
It's so good.
Now I know broccoli on a pizza is very controversial, but
Cheers.
I'm all for it.
It is the best pizza. It actually is the best pizza. Time has come. We're heading over to reception to get our Uber to the airport. With help from the gang with the luggage.
Right. Express bag checking service.
Make a slight left turn on express departures. Just ahead, drop off Luke on the right.
Look for British Airways.
We're at the airport, bags all checked in. Mine was 24.5, just over. Yours was 23.
23, so bang on.
So she let it go. She's like, oh, you're a bit over, but I'll let it go this time. We're like, thank you. There was signs on the check-in desk saying that it's a full flight and encouraging people to check these bags so you don't have to carry them on the plane.
Which normally I would do, but
Yeah.
I've got basically all of our mugs in there, so I don't really want to check it in.
And I've got my
throwing about.
laptop and stuff in there, so I didn't really want to just thought, no, we'll just take them on the plane, it's fine. Like thinking in my head, if they're not directly above our head, then that's fine, I don't really care.
Don't fuss about that.
Yeah, and then she was like, okay, yeah, well, you're group 6, if there's no space above your heads when you get on the plane, then they'll have to be taken off and put on the next flight, which isn't leaving until Saturday morning. So that's nice.
So my usual trick is normally I don't get on the plane until lastminute.com. I'm a big fan of, just sitting there waiting. So
Yeah.
we'll be queuing. I'll be doing the Ryanair queue, which I absolutely despise. I'll be stood up. I'll be trying to get into group 4 to get on this plane to sit there for half hour.
Yeah, and we've also
I
just...
do think I've just seen our plane come in as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And also we've got this big Gideon's bag here. And that wasn't a problem, she didn't question anything, did she? So that's all good.
Yeah, so it's going to be a snug flight, I reckon. I can't remember what's actually in that one apart from the mugs. I think I've got a couple of jackets and stuff.
Clothes and stuff mainly.
So I'm not that concerned. Just the mugs, like, because essentially if they throw on the next flight, how long is it going to take to get to us?
Yeah, don't really like the idea of that. That's probably the flight my brother will be getting on. And I apologise to my parents. I took all my makeup off and I've had a bit of a teary departure from Disney as I usually do.
Yeah, but we're going to go now check out and see what's up
Go
top.
through security and see what's waiting for us the other side.
Okay.
Back by the big giant flamingo. There are lots of nice shops and stuff around here actually. It's like a Tampa-based sports shop over there. Starbucks over there. This shop looks nice as well, very beachy.
It's not as chaotic as MCI.
Yeah.
MCI is different. Like Terminal C, we're very much, we've had very good experiences. The first time we went there, barely it was open, but the second time we went there, it was fantastic.
There's a Hard Rock shop over there.
When we've done MCI was crazy.
Yeah.
Whereas this feels a little, if you've only ever done MCI, this is a much more relaxed experience.
Yeah, this feels a bit more of a breeze. Well, we've not seen security yet, but I can't imagine it being anything like MCI.
And our rush exit, please pick up the nearest courtesy phone. Again.
By the gate, you can see our plane there, right in the corner. We're probably going to leave this here. I think we'll go into a trip review and everything like that when we get back home because we're a bit tired now.
A bit tired, and I'm doing quite an angry review on Uber at the minute, so
we'll go into that tomorrow.
We're going tomorrow, but it was a bad driver. Not the one that dropped us off here, but another one.
We've just enjoyed the pistachio and toffee Gideon's cookie. Didn't film it because we just literally devoured it. So good.
Very tired. It is now 5:30, so we've got 2 hours until our flight.
Yeah.
There's not a lot past security here, so we're just going to sit here and enjoy ourselves together, being absolutely knackered, keeping each other awake, so we can sleep on that plane.
Yeah, we tried, both of us kind of had a bit of a nap on the Uber on the drive here. We were like, nope.
He was a lovely man, but he was very forceful on the tip. Yeah, but we'll go into that when we get home for the journey part home.
Yeah, so we've got a long flight ahead of us, but you will see us back home in the next flight. Like that. We're back.
We are home.
We're back home. We're not coming at you from All-Star, from our Disney Resort Hotel anymore. We are back home. The gang have made it with us. They're behind us. Currently both on water at the moment, trying to get some hydration back in our bones. But yeah, it feels good to be home, but definitely suffering with the Disney blues. I did have a bit of a wobble after Blaze Pizza, like once it all, because I think on that last day I'm fine because I'm like, oh, we're still going to Disney Springs and we're still going to Blaze Pizza and we're still going to Gideon's Cookies, like these are still things that we were doing that I'm looking forward to. And then once we had finished the Blaze Pizza and I was just sat there like, oh yeah, we're going home now, and then it all just really kind of started to kick in. I did have a little tear, so we didn't vlog that much from Blaze Pizza, but yeah, I'm starting to well up thinking about it again. Just an amazing trip, wasn't it? We had the best time. It was so nice to go out with the family again. Like, it was quite obviously our first ever time vlogging. We did it. We made it to the end. We actually vlogged our trip. We didn't want to like intrude too much on their vacation as well as ours. Like, we were happy to vlog it. You know, they've not chosen to do this. It's us.
It's our thing.
Yeah. So you would have probably seen little bits and bobs of them, but it was such an amazing trip. And I was so, like, I've always, as I said at the beginning, if you've watched from the beginning, I've always wanted to vlog our trips. And I was always worried that it would feel like it's taken over the trip. And it really didn't feel like that at all. Like, when I just got the camera out again this morning, I was like, oh, I'm going to miss doing this. Like, it was so much fun capturing it all. And so today is the day after we landed back in the UK. So we are literally going to be going out and doing a food shop in a minute, so back to reality straight away. And then I can't wait to get started on editing all the footage and looking back on it all.
And can we say, how well did Charlotte do?
And you?
You've done amazing.
So did you.
Yeah, but you were the one doing all the work. I haven't had to do a lot.
You're going to do it again.
I've done so well vlogging it all, getting every moment captured.
You did really good too. Very proud of you.
It's your moment.
Okay, so we'll pick up where we left off, because I think we kind of, before we got on the plane, we mentioned about the Uber situation.
Yeah, a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, that was like, we joined on my parents' trip and they were always flying in and from Tampa, because we've seen like it does work out cheaper. You can get quite good deals in comparison to MCO, but you have to consider the prices of the Ubers. I had to get an Uber from Disney to Tampa, which cost like, what was it, like 100?
It was 106, but
Yeah.
there was a point where I was ready.
Yeah.
But you were still sorting stuff out, and obviously we were saying our goodbyes and stuff. And
Yeah, it was emotional.
It come up for 77. Maybe a mistake on my own. We don't use Uber that much. Uber's only just come to where we live, so
Yeah.
it's only been a recent thing where we live, and it's only when we go to London we use Uber.
Yeah.
I left it on there while Charles was still sorting your stuff out. Maybe I did refresh it to see if it would come back with that 77 price, because $77 is a lot better than 106.
Yeah.
But it didn't, so it was 106. And then we got one guy who accepted the ride, then rejected it, then another guy accepted it, and he was playing havoc with me. He was going round the houses where we was, and I messaged him, tried calling him, no answer.
Like, we were ready to go as well at the reception with our suitcases and everything. Like,
And a little bit concerned if there was traffic, because it's such
Yeah.
a distance to Tampa. I'm not that concerned normally about turning up late, but
it was getting later and later,
it was getting
wasn't
later and later, and the nerves started to kick in a little bit.
And I think it's quite a renowned area for traffic, like going from Orlando into Tampa, because there's just one main highway there.
Yeah, but we got one Uber driver, and he said he's taking a chance on me.
Yeah, the one that we actually got.
Yeah, he's taking a chance on me, and he was like, normally people, this is quite a long journey, and anyone that understands Uber take a big chunk of the money that they're actually charging you and pay themselves and then pay the driver. So they don't like... he was sort of summarising that they don't like to take that kind of journey because
They don't like to take the
don't
risk.
get that much money.
Yeah.
He was a lovely man, but the driver beforehand kind of messed us around a little bit for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, frustrated me quite a bit.
It was a moment, because I was obviously emotional, leaving Disney, saying goodbye to the family because they're out there for a little bit longer. And obviously you were stressed with the Ubers. I did just leave you to deal with that while I was dealing with my emotions. And by the time we finally got to the Uber, I think we were just both like... Yeah, and it was a really nice drive. Like, there wasn't any traffic at all, so that was good. We did mention a little bit after we checked our bags in, that whole fiasco. Like, there was a sign on the desk saying that the flight was full and they're advising everyone to check in their bags. And then she was like, okay, well, you are group 6 and this is a full flight, so if there's no space for your bags on the overhead lockers, they will be removed from the aircraft and they'll be on the next flight, which is Saturday. So obviously when she said that, my face must have been a picture. I was like, what? I had my laptop in my bag. Like, I had so many things that I needed and I couldn't not have them with me. So that kind of daunted on us the whole rest of the airport time. And obviously I wasn't in the mood to film anything, because I was just, I do worry and stress about things, and I was like, what if we can't get these bags on this plane? Like, literally.
It was just the face when you looked at me. When she said that, Charles just looked at me like I've got the answers of 1,000 men. I've got the problem to every solution. Just looked at me like, what are we going to do, Luke? I'm like, well, we're just going to have to take the risk, aren't we? You can't take your stuff out. I've got stuff in my bag. Like, I had the Disney Starbucks mugs.
That's what we do. We put all of our like valuable things in our carry-on cases, because then big cases get bashed around, don't they? Like, there's no going about it. So that's what we've always done. So we're the ones being careful with them, not other people just slamming the cases around, because they come out pretty battered from our journey there, didn't they?
Our journey there, yeah. Like, my case is fairly new.
Yeah.
And it come up with quite a lot.
Yeah.
With bruises.
Yeah, Tampa was really easy, and it is a much more smaller airport. As soon as our boarding group was called, we were up.
It was the quickest I've ever got onto a plane.
Yeah, usually you're a big advocate, but which I get, like, sit there and...
If anyone's done a Ryanair flight, I really despise the people that queue up for a Ryanair flight to just sit. I don't like sitting on a plane for no reason.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's completely the opposite to me in that respect. And I'm like, just wait. We've got seats. We have our seats. Our seats are there.
So you can imagine me in this scenario thinking this is like the difference between my luggage being on this flight or not.
Which I agreed. This time I would bite the bullet and get on there as soon as that number was called.
Yeah, and then a lot of people, I think everyone was kind of in the same boat worrying about their luggage. And as soon as the group, because obviously they let on like people with disabilities first and then children, and then the group started getting called, but everyone was just kind of lingering around the gate and it was a bit chaotic. But as soon as our group got called, you allowed us to board.
Straight up.
So we were fine and we got on there and there was like plenty of space. It wasn't an issue at all, and it's kind of
It wasn't even a full flight.
No, yeah, she said it was a full flight and
we were row 38. I don't know how many rows there is, maybe 50.
I have no idea.
40 to 50 or something like that. But I had a spare seat next to me. The rows behind us had spare seats.
Yeah.
The people next to us had spare seat. Like, it wasn't a full flight.
No.
We missed breakfast because we were asleep.
Yeah, we probably got, I reckon we got between 3 and 4 hours sleep.
I think that's the most I've ever slept on a plane journey home.
Yeah, we were knackered though. Turbulence, like at one point it was proper during the night, and I just was woken up by this screaming, which sounded, I weren't sure if it was like a child or like a woman, but it sounded like she was shouting like, keep calm, carry on, keep calm, carry on. Like, I'd just woken up, I was so disorientated, and I was like, what on earth is going on? I was looking at you, you were fast asleep. I don't know how you didn't wake up.
Neither one of us are very experienced this, so they said, I've left the fasten your seatbelt sign on because there's been an incident on the plane towards the back of the plane, so that's where we're sat. And then I'm thinking completely none the wiser, no one's gone on. I was like, what's gone on at the back of the plane?
I forgot about the women shouting, like that point when you're coming into land on the return home flight, I am so out of it. Like, I feel like I'm not there. I feel awful, like you're just ready to get off that plane at that point, like so delirious and tired.
While I've got to gear up to drive home.
Yeah, I could not do that.
Yeah, and then so we sat there for like, what, 10-15 minutes until like the police come on. I did film some, but we won't.
So the pilot actually made an announcement and said, like we were just sat, obviously we'd landed and we were just sat for a while, and then he said the announcement that there was an issue at the back of the airplane, so we're just waiting for the authorities to get on board. And we were like, what? I thought in my head, like, is it something to do? Because he said the back of the plane. In my head, I thought like, oh, like the luggage. Is there something bad in like the luggage or something like that needs to be taken off the plane? Like, I had no idea. And then we were like, authorities, like that must be in the police are coming on. Like, and then you were like, someone must be getting arrested. Like, and then literally 2 police officers came on, arrested this woman that was probably only like 4 rows behind us.
Yeah, roughly about 4 rows behind us, 4 or 5.
And we couldn't really hear too much. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, I've never experienced that before in my life. And then, yeah, she got taken off the plane, and I believe it's just, she was obviously the one that was shouting, and I think she was just being aggressive to staff and shouting and
I think, so we noticed that woman in the airport beforehand. She had her toes out.
She was just laying down on the floor, just with her bare feet out. You were like, oh, look at her, bare feet out.
Yeah, so whether she was intoxicated...
Yeah, she was...
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know, she was just on her own. She was just quite a little small woman on her own, and I was just like, what has she done? Like, I know I heard the shouting and just assumed, well, that must have been her, and then we got chatting to the man next to us, and he was like, oh yeah, she was kicking off all night, and I was like, oh, I did wake, and then I was like, oh, that's that shouting I woke up to. But yeah, and then we just got home and just kind of tried to survive. We done quite well. We didn't go to, because we landed about 8:30 UK time.
Yeah.
And then obviously managed to go to about 10:30 last night before going to sleep, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd probably say for about an hour on the way home.
That helped me out massively though.
I had a little half-hour power nap when you were having a bath.
Yeah.
On the sofa.
I was just like, I need a bath.
And then,
And the time is 3 o'clock and we've not even left the house yet.
Well, I have. I've been to the gym.
The whole trip was absolutely amazing. If you've watched all of our vlogs, then thank you so much. Like, I can't believe that we've actually done it and we've actually vlogged our trip, and I really had fun doing it, and I can't wait to watch all of the footage and everything. But what would you say is a single moment highlight of the trip for you?
I think it's the dessert party for me.
Yeah.
And I said the desserts are the bonus. I said that when we were doing it as well. But it's, you love a fantastic view, and the view was great there.
Yeah.
So that experience, like, I'm not saying we could afford to do that every time we want to watch it, because it's an expensive treat, and it is a treat.
Yeah.
But if you're only going to be able to watch those fireworks once,
yeah,
and you're only going to have like the one time to be there,
It's so worth it.
It's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yes, what's yours then?
The dessert party, definitely. And also, obviously, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That was literally amazing. I loved that so much. I really thought that that would kind of be a one and done type experience. Like, I think I'd feel like, oh, okay, well, I've done that now. It was great, but I don't really need to do that again. I was so wrong. I literally want to do that party again. It was so amazing. It was a sold out night as well, but the crowds definitely, it felt quite busy at the beginning, but I think that's still filtering out day guests and stuff. But as the evening went on, especially after the fireworks, it felt really low crowded there. All the cookies were really great. We've still got some here that we've brought home that we're eating, snacking away. Yeah. And we waited right till the very end for the last show with the characters on the stage, and there was probably only about 100 people watching that show, the very last show at the end, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. What was your favourite snack?
I'm going for the beignet. The beignet, yeah. Like, we've watched so many videos on them beignets, so I was thinking, is it just going to be overhyped? Is it going to be this, that, and the other? Yeah. Honestly, they're fantastic.
They were so
good. Your dad had it twice, and he went back. He went back, and he said the caramel sauce. And your dad's not a big caramel fan.
No.
Whereas I am.
So you get the choice of caramel or chocolate.
Caramel or chocolate. We had caramel, and he said the caramel. Yeah, obviously. He said caramel's much better than the chocolate. Yeah. So again, everyone's own taste, but
get the caramel.
Get the caramel, and that was my favourite one. What about you?
Probably the pepperoni spring rolls.
That was good, to be fair.
Because that was our first time. I knew I loved the cheeseburger spring rolls, but last time it was like the 50th, so it was like the pastrami spring rolls. So we hadn't had the pepperoni pizza spring rolls, and I love pepperoni pizza, and they were to die for. It is your favourite
pizza as well.
Yeah, so we got more, didn't we? So you went up and got some more.
Yeah, the pepperoni's definitely, for us, the pepperoni one's better, but the cheeseburger one, like we said probably on the video, literally tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger. Yeah, it is so good. What was your favourite dining, like, meal? Oh, Some House on the Lake.
Yeah, Summer House on the Lake. So good.
The meatballs.
Them meatballs. I'm going to dream about them meatballs. The whole aesthetic of the restaurant as well was so beautiful. Like, I loved the vibe of it. It felt so chilled. And another thing as well, like, so many Disney restaurants, you do feel like they're turning tables and they need you out because they need to get the next lot of guests in there. I feel like we could have sat at that table all night and she never would have told us to leave.
No, they weren't trying to like bring the bill over or anything like that. I think we actually ended up asking for it rather than a bit. Normally, like, once you, do we have dessert? No,
yeah,
we did have a dessert. Normally, once they put the dessert down, they're quite often, I find in Disney, that they put the bill down with it. Yeah. To like hint at you. Not hint, but they're saying
leave.
Yeah, they always put it in a polite way.
Yeah.
Where they say no rush, but you get the feeling sometimes. But no.
I think that's definitely one of our favourite Disney Springs, like, nice, fancy, like, it's not like fancy, but like, you know, it's not deluxe or Blaze Pizza. Like, I'd say it's on level with the Boathouse, like, just really nice.
Yeah.
What was your favourite attraction to do again? Well, the only new thing we experienced was Moana, which was really good.
Right. Tiana.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Tiana.
What was your favourite ride?
What's my favourite ride? It's Guardians, isn't it?
Yeah, Guardians.
It's Guardians at Disney.
Yeah, Guardians is insane. We got September.
We got September twice.
And then we got Conga? Yeah, we got
Conga, which is my favourite. We're having a good time on it.
I can't wait to do it again. And then obviously Tiana's experiencing that again. I got to ride it again at night time at the Christmas party, which was amazing. Tron obviously is always good. We got that done once.
Yeah, Moana's was as well. I think the problem with Moana's is we were there enjoying it, but it was so busy. It was busy in there. Like, whether they should need to reduce the amount of people that are going through there, or we were just there on an exceptionally busy day.
We were. It was Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, so
I would have loved to have gone back at night time and seen it all lit up at night with the lights and everything. I think that's definitely worth doing for your trip. Like, I would definitely experience it in the daytime and the nighttime, because I do think it would be two completely different experiences. Like, you want to see it in the day to see it in all its beauty, like with all of the flowers and how beautiful it all is, but then at night, I think with all the lights, it would really kind of...
But there's only so much you can do.
Well, we're just going to have to go back, aren't we?
Apparently, yeah.
But yeah, we had an absolutely amazing time. Loved All-Star music. Obviously, we're very familiar with the All-Star Resort, staying at All-Star Movies on our recent trip, but we'd definitely stay at All-Stars again. I think the value for them resorts are amazing. I really hope you enjoyed following along on our trip. I really hope we were able to bring you all some magic and you're able to live through us on our last 10 nights at Walt Disney World. I had the best time ever, obviously. So we brought a lot of merch, so Comment down below if you want to see a haul video, because I would more than happy film a video of all the... I love watching things like that. Like, I love seeing what people buy from their Disney trips. So if you wanted to see that from me, then comment down below and I'll film that for you guys. And if there's any other videos you want to see from us, like, I've had so much fun filming this. I call my camera my little droid because it looks... When I was filming Rise of the Resistance and it was like looking around at everything, the little gimbal on the top, I was like, this is like a little droid, and now it's my little droid. But I'd love to be able to keep creating videos for you guys. Hope you've enjoyed the videos that we've made from this vlog series, and I really hope to be back making more Disney vlogs very soon.
Thank you so much for watching.
We hope you've enjoyed these vlogs as much as we have enjoyed creating them. Hope to see you guys real soon. Bye.
Bye.